original. It was written after the 2008 poem. Coincidentally, it was yesterday, was the 6-year anniversary.
I'm Jeff Conrad, City Manager of Cedar Rapids. We're honored to be here, and judges, this is the Cedar Rapids delegation.
So cool. I mean, I had to look at that. You got to read real fast here. But, and it's a great story because being in Missouri, just south of y'all, you do claim Missouri, right? I know about the 2003, 2008 floods and what it did to communities and what it took to just get yourselves back to where you are. So we are anxious to hear your story. So are you ready to share your story with us, Cedar Rapids, Iowa?
Yes, we are!
Let's begin.
Cedar Rapids, Iowa, a small river village in the 1840s. And today, Iowa's second largest city, a Midwestern engine of industry. Agriculture, technology,
and culture.
A place where people have a tradition of taking care of each other.
And their guests.
A place easy to call home.
And make your own.
The earliest pioneers took great care to set aside land for the community.
And today the city is anchored by beautiful city parks and green spaces.
Cedar Rapids was determined to connect the railroad.
And in doing so, what was once a small river village became the crossroads of commerce and culture by the late 19th century.
Grain and livestock and other commodities began making their way to and through Cedar Rapids. Today, Quaker Oats, the largest cereal mill in the world, is a visible reminder that we have fed the world for over 150 years.
And not long after, the largest theater from Chicago to Denver was built. And a tradition of arts lives on today as several historic theaters continue to perform to sold-out crowds. And even more museums open their doors to the world's art and exhibits.
Immigrants settled heritage-rich neighborhoods, and today, both the Czech Village and New Bohemia districts are abustle with cultural vibrancy.
From the studio where Grant Wood painted American Gothic, to the Collins Radio Company, which produced avionics for World War II and the Apollo missions, creative individuals have thrived in what has come to be known as Iowa's creative corridor.
We have humble beginnings
and a strong work ethic.
Creativity and cultural pride have transformed into a bustling city with Midwest values and world-class talent.
In 2005, our community decided to leave behind the commission form of government and instead elect part-time citizen council members and hire a full-time city manager.
Ambitious new city council members envision Cedar Rapids' future as a vibrant urban hometown, a place where businesses and people invest in building a greater community.
Less than 2 years later, a flood of unimaginable proportions tried to take it all away.
Rain came to Cedar Rapids
And to cities to the north.
River rose to a height few had ever seen, but it didn't stop there.
Another foot.
Another 5 feet, and more.
It left its banks.
It crept upstream.
Soon it was rushing through our downtown.
To no avail, citizens stand back.
I stand back at the hospital.
Helping themselves.
Helping others. Taking in those whose homes had disappeared below the murky water.
And it stayed like that for days. Then, the water receded.
And the grieving began.
10 square city miles underwater.
1,000 city blocks.
Over 900 businesses and 300 public facilities are damaged or destroyed, including the fire station, the police station, City Hall, the public library, the county courthouse, and jail.
More than 5,000 homes belonging to more than 18,000 citizens were affected.
More than 10,000 residents displaced.
Including over 1,500 children.
$5.4 billion in damage.
Arts, culture, and faith institutions were destroyed.
It was the fourth worst natural disaster in U.S. history.
Yet, in the face of all that, no lives were lost. People volunteered.
I volunteered.
We opened up our homes to those in need.
We cleaned out mud and debris from damaged buildings.
We held public meetings on rebuilding.
To this day, if pushed to talk about their experiences, many are still brought to tears.
But oftentimes in tears are joy and pride in how we responded and amazingly responded to such a disaster.
Connections made sandbag to sandbag in those early days were forged in building a healthier Cedar Rapids for generations to come.
Neighborhoods settled by immigrant workers are being rebuilt, and with the city government's leadership and facilitation, much of this rebuilding is being driven by those who love their neighborhoods.
But most notably, the health of these districts isn't just being measured by the number of buyout properties, raising, and new construction. Emotional rebuilding, community building, and the strengthening of citizen partnerships and relationships is just as important in our process.
There is a level of community pride and citizen engagement that is unparalleled in the aftermath of the flood. Just as revitalization has taken shape in our core neighborhoods, so has monumental rebuilding occurred amongst our city's treasured arts and culture institutions. And at our very core, a determined drive to create a culture of health in Cedar Rapids is at the heart of it all.
As if inspired by those pioneers who first settled our humble river village, we again are a city setting aside land in hopes of a healthy community for generations to come.
The strategy for flood protection certainly incorporates walls and levees, but it also includes 220 acres of new riverfront greenway that features an outdoor amphitheater, a block promenade, play spaces, 4 miles of restored river's edge with 8 acres of wetlands, 15 acres of playfield, and 12 miles of trails.
But the culture of health that we're creating goes far beyond just adding new trails.
So much more than just eating healthy.
It's about having the right outlook. It's about belonging to a community in our great city.